For more on this, let's bring in trial attorney Kelly Hyman. Kelly, I want to start just by sort of resetting the stage and reminding our viewers what Diddy was actually found guilty of. So take a look. It was racketeering conspiracy, not guilty. Sex trafficking, 2 counts, not guilty. But transportation to engage in prostitution, 2 counts, he was found guilty. Now, of course, there was damaging reputational evidence throughout the trial, including domestic violence and the tales about the freak-offs and all that. Is it true, in your view, what his lawyers are arguing, that the sentence of 4 years in prison was too much?
Does the punishment fit the crime? I think that's going to be key. So when we look at this case, we have to think about what exactly Diddy was found guilty of. He was found guilty of transportation across state lines in order to engage in prostitution. Now, the prosecution was asking for at least 11 years in prison. However, Diddy wanted him to be released right away. So when we look at the actual charges, we have to remember that Diddy now is serving 50 months in jail. And so a lot of people believe that that, in fact, is fair, while Diddy is arguing that that is, in fact, excessive.
All right, I want to turn now to this case from Milwaukee with Judge Dugan, who was found guilty of a felony obstruction charge, but was found not guilty of a misdemeanor concealing charge after helping an illegal immigrant evade federal immigration authorities. Her lawyer described something that happened during the trial. Listen here.
The mixed verdict is the big thing from the defense perspective. You know, the same elements of count 1 are in count 2. In count 2, how can you find guilty there and not guilty on the first? But that's why we asked for the post-trial briefing.
So I guess that it matters if Judge Dugan knew who exactly ICE was going after in this instance. What do you make of, as the attorney just put it, a split verdict here?
So we have to look at what exactly she was charged with. And she was charged with 2 counts. Now, they were both obstruction or interference. Now, one was a misdemeanor and the other charge was a felony. So when we look at the misdemeanor, did she have the intent? Did she have the specific intent to interfere? Now, in regards to the felony, did she interfere, and did that cause an issue with the officers not being able to arrest him? So the defense is arguing that the fact that there was a split verdict, that they found her not guilty of the misdemeanor and guilty of the felony, is inconsistent and potentially trying to get her determined that, in fact, that split verdict was incorrect, and, in fact, that she should not have any type of penalty for this.
And you talk about how important the intent is here. I want to show you some new audio that some would say is essentially an admission of guilt. Listen here.
5 ICE guys in the hall.
5 what?
ICE guys in the hall. ICE.
What's the name of the client?
Eduardo Flores.
What are you asking for?
Just another date.
Okay. Get a date off the record?
Yes, ma'am.
Right now. Okay. Ms. De La Rosas, take your client out and come back and get a date. Okay.
I just heard the judge say right there, quote, "I'll take the heat." I do need to ask for a pretty quick answer here, but is that an admission of guilt, that she knew what she was doing?
Ultimately, that was for the jury to make that determination. And so when we looked at the verdict, the jury came back and found her guilty of the felony charge. So they weigh the evidence and look at the totality of the circumstances. And based on that, they felt that she should be guilty of that charge.
Well, she is seeking a new trial. We will see what comes of it. Kelly, thank you so much for your time, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.